Clematis the President vs. Jackmanii.
I find Clematis Jackmanii to be a standout in my garden, with its deep purple blooms that add a rich, dramatic flair to the trellis. The President, while elegant with its large, pale blue flowers, didn't quite capture the same attention and vibrancy as Jackmanii did in my experience.
See more 391 species in genus Clematis at monsteraholic.com. When to prune Jackmanii Clematis?
I've found that pruning my Jackmanii Clematis right after it finishes blooming in late spring or early summer works best. This way, I don't risk cutting off any potential flower buds for the next season, and the plant has ample time to recover and grow before winter sets in.
How fast does Jackmanii Clematis grow?
From my experience, Jackmanii Clematis is a moderately fast grower, especially once it's established. In ideal conditions with proper care and support, it can put on several feet of growth in a single growing season, which is quite impressive to witness.
How tall does Jackmanii Clematis grow?
Jackmanii Clematis is known for its vigorous climbing habit, and it can reach heights of up to 8 to 12 feet or even more under the right conditions. I've seen mine climb and sprawl beautifully along fences and trellises, creating a stunning vertical display in my garden.
How to care for Jackmanii Clematis?
Taking care of Jackmanii Clematis involves providing it with well-draining soil, ample sunlight for at least 6 hours a day, and regular watering, especially during hot and dry periods.
Mulching around the base of the plant helps retain moisture and keeps the roots cool.
Additionally, providing a sturdy support structure for the vine to climb on ensures its growth is supported and aesthetically pleasing.
How to prune Jackmanii Clematis? Pruning Jackmanii Clematis can seem daunting at first, but it's quite straightforward once you get the hang of it.
I typically prune mine right after flowering, cutting back any dead or damaged stems and shaping the plant to encourage a tidy and compact growth habit. I also remove any tangled or overcrowded growth to promote better air circulation and prevent disease.
Is Jackmanii Clematis evergreen?
No, Jackmanii Clematis is not evergreen. It's a deciduous vine, meaning it sheds its leaves in the fall and goes dormant during the winter months. While it may lose its foliage, the woody stems and structure of the plant remain intact, ready to burst back into life come springtime.
Should I cut back my Jackmanii Clematis?
Yes,
cutting back your Jackmanii Clematis is essential for its health and vigor.
As mentioned earlier, pruning right after flowering helps promote new growth and prevents the plant from becoming too leggy or overgrown.
Plus, it encourages more prolific flowering in the following seasons. What group is Jackmanii Clematis? Jackmanii Clematis belongs to Group 3 in the pruning classification system for Clematis.
This means it flowers on new wood, so it's best to prune it back hard in late spring or early summer to encourage vigorous growth and abundant blooms.
When do Jackmanii Clematis bloom?
In my experience, Jackmanii Clematis typically blooms in late spring to early summer, usually from May to June. The flowers are a striking deep purple color and cover the vine in a blanket of vibrant hues, adding a touch of elegance to the garden.
When to trim Jackmanii Clematis?
I usually trim my Jackmanii Clematis right after it finishes blooming in late spring or early summer. This timing ensures that I don't accidentally cut off any potential flower buds for the next season and gives the plant plenty of time to recover and put on new growth before the onset of winter.
Where to buy Jackmanii Clematis?
You can find Jackmanii Clematis at many local nurseries and garden centers, especially during the spring and early summer months when it's in high demand. Additionally, online retailers and specialized plant nurseries often carry a wide selection of Clematis varieties, including Jackmanii.
Should you deadhead Jackmanii Clematis?
Deadheading Jackmanii Clematis isn't strictly necessary, but it can help prolong the flowering period and keep the plant looking tidy. I personally enjoy deadheading my Clematis to encourage more blooms and prevent the plant from wasting energy on producing seeds.
Does Jackmanii Clematis rebloom?
While Jackmanii Clematis isn't known for reblooming throughout the season like some other varieties, deadheading spent flowers can encourage the plant to produce a second flush of blooms later in the summer. However, the primary bloom period is typically in late spring to early summer.
How to fertilize Jackmanii Clematis?
I like to fertilize my Jackmanii Clematis in early spring, just as new growth begins to emerge.
I use a balanced fertilizer with a higher phosphorus content to promote healthy root development and abundant flowering.
Applying a slow-release fertilizer or a liquid fertilizer diluted to half strength works well for feeding clematis throughout the growing season.
How to propagate Jackmanii clematis. Propagating Jackmanii clematis can be done through various methods such as layering, stem cuttings, or division.
I've had success with taking stem cuttings in early summer, selecting healthy shoots and rooting them in a mixture of perlite and peat moss. Once rooted, I transplant the cuttings into individual pots and keep them well watered until they establish themselves.